little bit more like spring, though, this weekend and even today.
Yeah, it definitely looks a lot like spring outside,
Yes.
finally. We do have some rain and storms. We did have a pretty nice weekend, though. It started out a little on the cool side.
It was nice.
Yeah, but Sunday was perfect. Now, today, temperatures are going to stay cool just because it's going to be a while before we can actually get a nice break in this rain. So rain and storms started very early this morning, and it pretty much started in parts of southwest Oklahoma. Everything's been trailing off to the north and east, but it's been moving fairly slowly and just kind of training over some of the same areas. So it's a really good rain, that's for sure, especially over parts of the metro and south metro and just out to the west. We have some heavier rain and a few thunderstorms, so some lightning strikes right over Geary and moving towards Okarche and Kingfisher. Also some stronger, or at least some heavier rainstorms just south and east of Norman, moving over parts of Purcell, moving up towards Shawnee, and some nice moderate to almost heavy rain around Wellston, Kearney, so all around Lincoln County into Payne and Pawnee County. So it's a good rain, and the good news is we haven't had any severe weather. From time to time earlier this morning, we had some stronger storms that actually produced up to dime-size hail, but on our hail detector, nothing of the sort, not right now. And so far, we picked up a little over 1/10 of an inch at the Oklahoma City airport, but some of the heavier rain amounts ending up in the south metro and parts of western Oklahoma, almost around a little over 3/4 of an inch around the Clinton area, and a little over an inch around parts of Chickasha, all over Grady County, and almost 8/10 of an inch around Apache. But this is our Norman Regional camera, part of our Pike Pass Skycam network. We're going to keep adding to those rain totals, not only today, but tonight and into tomorrow as well. And with the low cloud deck, it's really keeping temperatures on the cooler side. We're at 54 degrees, and east wind coming in at 3 miles an hour. Temperatures in the upper 50s where it's not raining right now. We do have low to mid 50s in central Oklahoma, lots of upper 50s, even some upper 60s in the far southeast, with an east to southeast wind between about 5 to as much as around 15 or so. The big picture showing the main storm system, it's still out to the west, and it's just going to continue to send waves of rain and storms. Again, not only this afternoon, but we've got another one coming late this evening into tonight, and then another one as we get into tomorrow afternoon and evening. So for today, these rain and storms that are kind of going on right now, those will continue to move off to the north and east and eventually fall apart. We should get a break in that rain, at least in the metro, later this evening, probably after about 4 or 5 o'clock or so. But more rain and storms. A second wave will be moving in from the west. So late tonight, rain and storms all across western Oklahoma that will eventually move across I-35. So we are still expecting rain and storms tomorrow morning. And then during the day tomorrow, we may get a little short break before the third round of rain and storms moves in. And with some of these storms, they could also become severe, especially by late tomorrow afternoon and evening, basically along and south of I-40. It does look like some stronger storms could get going, but we're still talking about quarter-size hail, wind gusts of 60, maybe 65 miles an hour. And then on Wednesday, the cold front moves in, and we're expecting a lot of cloud cover, still some very light rain early in the day, and some fairly cool temperatures, but eventually we're going to recover quite a bit. But over the next couple of days, with all these rounds moving in, we're going to see quite a bit of rain. 1 to 3 inches across most of the state will be likely, but there could be pockets of anywhere from 2 to as much as around 4 inches of rain in parts of north central Oklahoma. So today we're going to struggle to get to about 60 degrees this afternoon, and then for this afternoon, rain and storms will continue across central and northeast Oklahoma, and then later this evening it's going to be a lot more likely across the north and the far west. Overnight and into tomorrow morning, scattered showers and storms across western and central Oklahoma. And with that being said, some storms late this evening and into tonight could initially at least be low and severe, with hail up to the size of quarters, wind gusts of 60 across the far west. Temperatures holding steady overnight, upper 50s, low 60s, and then tomorrow afternoon, we're expecting temperatures to be about 70 degrees, some 60s out to the west. Tomorrow afternoon and evening, pretty much widespread scattered showers, some thunderstorms throughout the day. But again, as we get into tomorrow afternoon and evening, there will be a low threat for some severe storms, basically along and south of I-40, and that does include the Oklahoma City metro, but it's not going to be anything like a tornado event by any means. We're still talking wind and hail. Tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, all the rain eventually moves off into eastern Oklahoma, and by Wednesday afternoon, temperatures in the mid-60s, mid-50s out to the west. By the time we get into Thursday, it's looking fantastic. Widespread sunshine, highs in the mid-70s. We're returning to the mid-80s on Friday. The weekend looks great. It also looks like it's going to start to heat up again just in time for Memorial Day, and a lot of people probably will have plans this weekend. And as of right now, it looks dry and very warm.
Yeah, the pool and lakes are going to be very busy this weekend.
Probably.
For sure. Thanks, Cass.
Yeah.